come up with my professional training journal, are going to be bringing you lesson plan number 5 for the. We are now in the front headlock position, and I'm going to attack a Mars choke from when my opponent is being stubborn and not rolling anywhere. He's just standing strong. All right, I'm going to start in the front headlock. My shoulder is going to go into the back of his neck. I'm going to grab with my arm and pull his arm to my chest. Now I feel that he's strong and he's pulling it back, so I'm going to shove it to his face. I'm going to take the same side leg as the arm I'm shoving to his face and cut it underneath, going flat to my back. Boom. I'm going to shoot my arm up as high as I can. I use my body walking like a clock all the way up to shoot my arm in. Then I bring my other arm and I walk my body to my lock, grabbing my bicep and squeezing. I can even grab his legs and hold it in. Mars choke. Hey everyone, so we went over the Mars earlier because it's going to be eventually part of the end of this series from the Anaconda choke. It's also known as like Minotauro choke. It comes from my front headlock position. This is my partner, Matt Geltman. By the way, guys, if you use the site, he's the one that is amazing, just so you know. All the way down, sir, all fours. I'm going to put my shoulder on his neck. I'm going to grab his elbow with my hand. I'm going to pull it to my chest as I'm on my toes. And then when I feel him pulling it back, I'm going to push it to his face. I'm going to drop my shoulder in from the top of his neck to the side of his neck, underneath. Shoot my arm in. Now, I'm going to bring my body to my lock, and then I'm going to tuck my head in underneath and roll. From this position, I make sure my body stays underneath his head. Then I circle my body to his legs. I use my outside leg to hook his legs as I compress his head down. If I can't get the outside leg, I use my inside leg, turning my hips straight up to the sky and reaching over to compress down. Me circling to his legs to stop his momentum is so that I can compress his solar plex down. If he defends it by circling away and getting his hands and praying and blocking it, then I'm going to have to do a modified Anaconda choke. And it comes from trapping the arm and pinching it with my legs. Here and here, drop the shoulder, shoot it through, lock it, roll underneath. Now I'm circling for his legs. He goes palm to palm, and as I circle my body this way, he circles. So he's going to circle away from me to alleviate the pressure. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my elbow to hook his elbow and straighten his arm. Now I'm going to pinch it with my knees and then lock my bicep. Now I straighten his arm with my legs as I squeeze with my arms. Shoulder is on his neck. Pull the arm to me. Pulls it back, drop my shoulder, go to my lock, roll underneath. He circles with me. I pull him the other way. Now, he goes to his knees and squares up. I control his chin, and I shove my arm in deep, walking my body. Then, I walk the other way, squeezing on the choke. And so that series is an Anaconda choke or Minotauro choke to the traditional roll, hooking the legs with my legs. He can press his body. He defends by praying and circling with me. I then use a modified straight arm anaconda choke. If I'm not able to get that arm, I take him the opposite way and go back to my Mars choke. I put my shoulder on his neck. I pull the arm to me. As he drives it back, I shove it through, shoot my arm as deep as I can. My shoulder goes from here to the side of the neck, underneath his chest almost. Then I bring my body to my lock, and I have an anaconda or a Minotauro choke position. Now, I'm going to roll my head underneath and look to hook his legs. My body stays underneath his head. I circle my legs and hook his legs with my legs, keeping the lock. Now, I can press my chest down and fold him pretty much in half. If he gets his hands together and prays and circles with me, I may have to do a modified choke using my arm to hook his arm. I can A, grab it, or B, use my elbow. I'm going to push it between my legs and pinch it with my knees as tight as I can. Grabbing my bicep and locking, I straighten his arm with my legs and squeeze. That's the strangle. Now, if I can't get that, and he's still circling, I can pull him all the way through, and he'll go to his knees. At this point, I let go of his arm and I grab his chin. I shoot my arm as deep as I can, walking it. Once I've gotten my arm as far as it will go, I shoot my body the other way to lock and grab my bicep, shooting my body up, squeezing.